Hey there folks. So in this video what we're going to have a look at is a little plugin that I find incredibly useful when it comes to level design. Looking at this kind of environment here, this is from the prototype pack from Synty and it's just the demo scene, and all I'm going to look at is how could we easily and quickly start building something like this and putting it together for building our scene. And we're going to use the actor palette plugin. Okay, and what that's going to do is it's going to allow us to, rather than having to go down to our content browser and go and have to find meshes and individually bring them in, it's going to make it a lot easier for us to actually construct a level, especially when we're in this prototyping quick grey or white box stage. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to need then for the actor palette is to actually enable the plugin inside of Unreal. So I'm working in Unreal 5.4 here, but it is going to be available in most of the 5 versions. You're just going to edit plugins and you'll be able to find it very easily because obviously it begins with A, it's right up here at the start, and you can see I've already ticked it and enabled it. It will require that you restart the engine, hence why I've ticked it and enabled it already. So go ahead, tick that, and that should start us off. With that then enabled, what you can then go up here to do is you can go to Tools, and you'll now see this option here called Actor Palette, and you can actually have multiple actor palettes available to you in one go. But I'm just going to click on one of these and open it up, and you'll get a separate window. Now this is where working with multiple screens is very useful, because obviously you can have this on a different screen, but you'll see it's basically a viewport. We've got our options for our perspective, the lighting situation, what we can show and hide, and then we've got this option here called choose level. And what that's going to allow us to do is actually load up a level inside of this palette here that we can then take assets out of and put them into a different one. It's not actually a level that we can edit, move things around it, it's more of a reference for grabbing stuff. Now the level I'm actually going to use, I'm just going to go show you it first. If I go into this prototype pack, you'll see we've got this demonstration level, which is what we tend to get in projects where it's like, here's what you can do with these awesome assets we're providing. And then we have this overview, and I'm just going to load up the overview level. And you'll be very familiar with these if you've ever got asset packs before. It's basically just a asset zoo of everything that is available. And yeah, it's really great. It's really good for showing off everything that you have in there so you can explore it and learn it. But if we actually wanted to construct the level, we don't want to have to keep on going back to the content browser to find this wall or these stairs. And that's where the actor palette itself is going to become really useful for that, because we can use this overview here, kind of like a little kind of palette of all the options that we have, and we just need to click on them and bring them into a level. So I'm going to just create a new level here. I'm just going to create a basic level just to demonstrate it for you. So here I am in my basic blank level. There's nothing going on here. I probably won't save it for now. I'm just going to demonstrate this. And on my actor palette, I'm going to choose the level that we were just in, the overview level. So you can see I can open level, and these will be all of the levels that are available inside of my project. There's also recent ones that I may have opened before. So we'll go into overview. And now you can see that overview level that I was just working in is open in the actor palette. I can see it as a reference, and I can, in here, once it finishes just kicking in and loading up, I can use the normal WASD and mouse kind of movements to fly around in there. I can also click on things. So let's go over here and say that I wanted to, I'm going to boost this up to maybe, let's go to 50 for now. So if I take this wall, and what you'll see is I can't move this wall. There's no gizmo to move, rotate and scale. But now that it's clicked, I can come over here and I'm able to place that wall in this level. Yeah, so I can place that there. Obviously, I can do any kind of movements that I want here, but if I wanted to get this wall, I can bring it in and I can place that alongside as well. So this is where it's really, really useful to start understanding the kits that you have available and knowing how you can obviously come in here and place them. I'm just going to rotate that round. There you go. And you can see that very quickly I can start building something that could be playable within probably just a few moments. Yeah, I don't need to mess around too much with having to go to and from my content browser. I've got multiple assets there and I've placed them out. And obviously this is great when you're white boxing, grey boxing if you've got a kit like this, but also when it comes to all these tiny little decorations and debris and things that you might want to put into your level. You know, when you get into that kind of decorative stage and you're down here, it's very easy to have to go, okay, well, I want this crate and I've put this crate into the level before. So how do I go and get that crate? Do I want to have to press Control B to go and find it in the content browser to then, you know, have to go, okay, well, I want this one and drag that in? That's a little bit of a faff to have to keep on going back and forth. So here, having that actor palette allows me to really quickly just placing the things that I want. If I don't like them, I can remove them. And obviously you can make your own levels for this. This is the Synty prototype overview, which is obviously going to be every single thing that's in that pack. But what's to stop you saying, when you go through a whole bunch of asset packs, actor packs, maybe you've got multiple Synty packs. You could go into your own level, lay them all out as you need them. So you can say, here's my wall sections, here's my foliage and things like that, you know, all the trees from different levels and different actor packs, put them all into one separate level, and that becomes your palette. And hopefully using that, it will really quickly speed up your level design process. And just to finish off, I just wanted to give you a little bit of extra advice when it comes to using the actor palette. So obviously we've used it to block out this little wall section with some decorations. Just be careful. You can see here I've got actor palette 1, and I've also opened up, so I've gone to tools, actor palette, and I've added an extra actor palette. You can have as many actor palettes as you need available. So if you've got multiple overview levels, you could have those available. Like I said, maybe make your own level that combines them. But you can see here actor palette 2 is the already constructed and put together level. Now sadly you can't click on multiple things and bring those through as like little prefabs and combinations, but I will show you in a future video how we can build some prefabs from that. But one thing I will warn you is that anything that has some transforming on it will not carry that through. So here you can see we've got these walls, these blocks, and actually what these things here are, you see here, it's a 1x1 cube. If I actually bring it in, it's going to come through as that 1x1 cube. So just be careful of that. If you take something from an already existing scene and bring it in and go, why isn't that not the same? Then potentially go into that level and see whether there's any kind of transform kind of editing that has happened on there, because this will be a reflection of the actual asset itself from the content browser. So the actual reference of this class here that we can actually bring in and place. Yeah, so you can see obviously going in here, it's much quicker and easier to be able to just click on stuff and bring those things in. Thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed this video, then please consider subscribing to access more of my Unreal Engine content.